But I'm pretty adventurous when it comes to food. I'll try almost anything at least once. Just don't tell me exactly what's in it until after I've tried it. But most people aren't that adventurous, which surprises me because I'm pretty adventurous. Because I love food. I guess pretty adventurous with anything, as long as it does not include heights. I have a deathly fear of heights. Next time, vlog it and do some food reviews. I will work my way up to that because then I have to get a GoPro and things like that. I don't necessarily have to get a GoPro, but my phone battery is not gonna last. So maybe I'll like get a phone specifically for like IRL vlogging and things. But I will start to document when I do start to move because within the next year I plan on moving to Arizona. So I will document that journey from start to finish. Not every bit, but most of it. And I'll start documenting whenever I try new food places. My mom and I are supposed to go to a Korean barbecue place not that far from here. Um, I've never been, and as far as I know, neither has she. So I will like take some videos of that when I do try it. Why is my shirt look lopsided? Maybe it's because my phone looks. Yeah, it does. It does look lopsided. I don't get it. I don't understand. Okay, whatever. Why Arizona of all places? Because it's warm. It's still semi on the West Coast, and it's cheap. Also, it's fairly nearby. It was either Arizona or Vegas because I have family that recently moved to Vegas. But Vegas specifically and its immediate surrounding areas are pretty expensive. Um, and Arizona is pretty close to Vegas. It's like an hour plane ride, I think, and like 3 hour driving trip. Um, so that'll be fun, like taking like little road trips to see my family, things like that. I have family in California, but I don't really know them like that. The family that lives in Las Vegas, they're like I'm closer to them. Also, my ex and I, we want to live in a place um that is affordable for the both of us, so that we can live in the same neighborhood or close by, so that we don't have to commute an hour or so um, for pickup and drop offs because we co-parent with our first child. So my first child was not with my husband, and my ex and I we co-parent, but we live about an hour away from each other. Um, so I only get to see my son on weekends because his where his dad lives, it's like his dad's house and then the school. It's like in his backyard, and that makes us um, more comfortable that his school is so close as opposed to like if he were to stay with me, um the nearest school is about a mile or so away, and he would either need to take the school bus or he would have to go into daycare, or like I can take him, um but it's still a lot further than, I think it's a little bit more than 2 miles. But also the school district where I live in the county that I live, it's not that great. Not that great at all. um the school district that my son is in now, is I used to go to that school district before I moved all the way out here. So It's a pretty good school district, pretty diverse. They are pretty good when it comes to security and keeping their kids safe and making sure that it's only authorized personnel are in and out of the school. I can't believe these are things I have to think about, but we live in a state where school shootings happen at least once a year. Probably a little bit more than that, but I choose not to look into those statistics. Looks amazing to me. Is it Arizona super duper hot? Looks that's great with co-parenting. Yeah, safety is key. Yes, Arizona can get pretty hot. It's the desert, but so can San Diego. It's not that far from, um, not that far off in temperature wise. Um, but I don't mind the heat. I prefer being somewhere hot than somewhere cold, to be honest. My body's not made for the cold. But also, the more I researched into Arizona, the more appealing it became because there are actually places that get snow in Arizona, and there are places that there's like rivers and lakes in Arizona. I'm talking about 120. Well, I'm not gonna be outside in 120-degree weather. I'll be inside with the AC. Duh. And I don't think it gets 120 every year. Um, hmm, cool. Some food down your pants. Yeah, you got it figured out. I try. I try. I didn't know this until a few years ago. But some of my family members gave me the nickname Nana because I act so old for my age. I'm like a little old lady, young old lady. Because I've always been like mad responsible, insanely responsible. Like sometimes my mom doesn't know where I came from responsible. I don't know. That's just who I am. Was acting out and throwing tantrums and stuff like that never got my way. And I learned that sometimes acting like an adult, acting mature, got me a lot further than acting like a brat. Even if I really wanted to act like a brat. Sometimes I can. I'm just like a passive aggressive brat. That's a great trait to have. But maturity, yeah, you kind of get like left out almost. Because like if all my friends, like starting out, I used to only have friends older than me because the people my age would act our age, but I wouldn't. Like I've never acted my age. I don't even know what that means. But like growing up, like all my friends were older, And sometimes it was weird because like sometimes I would have like friends that are like old enough to be my parents and things. And then I'm like, I can't hang out with like my 40-year-old coworker. They got family and shit. I guess you guys should be able to see that. Oh, push the button. That should have not pushed. Push the button. Push the button. I'm gonna that from. Yeah, and like in high school, all my friends were a year or two older than me. So the closer I got to being a senior, the less friends I had, and that was pretty lonely. Not gonna lie, I only graduated with like four friends because like all my friends were older than me. They had graduated already. Even now to this day, I think I have one friend younger than me, but that's because she's the cousin of my best friend. My best friend's my same age. Uh, then all my other friends are older than me. I've only dated older than me. I think no, that's a lie. One time I dated younger than me, like well, just one by 1 year. It was nothing serious. I'm not cutting an apple. Not right now. Apple. Okay, yay! I will cut the apple in a moment. Okay, babies. Ooh, with that oniony fingers, that wash off the knife. Knife tastes like onions. I can't do that. Better to have real friends than fake. Yeah, I'm not. I can't. I'm not that kind of person that keeps people around just because like I know them a long time. Like if I don't fuck with you, I don't fuck with you. Really, if I can't be vulnerable with you, then I can't be your friend. Like if I can't trust that like you won't tell my business to everyone and everybody, if I feel like you're disingenuous, I legit can't even be in the same room with you. I can't. I don't even want to talk to you. So I've always been the type of person that only have a handful of friends. Really, I found like five real friends in high school, and that's I was content with that. Okay, me parece que esta fin, esta bueno, la cebolla es muy pequeña, muy pequeña, pequeña, muy pequeña. Sí, está muy cebolla. No, 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 no. What are you doing? Casi. If you can't trust someone, oh, uh, exactly energy would be super off if you can't trust. Exactly. I don't understand how people can do it. I never understood how people can just like stay friends with someone even though like you know you can't trust them, even though you know that they don't really have your best interest at heart, or people that like they don't really like they talking mess about you behind their back, behind your back. I mean, and like you still voluntarily hang out with them, invite them to your house. That's another thing. I am not. No one is coming inside my house, near my house, knowing my address if I don't trust you, because they're gonna leave bad energy. And my home is my sanctuary. My home is my safe space. And I can't let anyone in if they have bad intent towards me or ill will towards me, because then they're gonna leave bad energy in my house. They probably think they can't find anyone better. Hmm, hmm. That's them problem. If you're the type of person like don't know how, excuse me, you don't need not. That's the thing. Like I don't understand when people like intentionally, I don't say do harm or like are around people just because they're afraid to be alone, but are still mean to them. I don't get that.